School meals in England are being investigated to find out how nutritious they are. Kitchens within 18 council areas will undertake routine inspections to check the quality of the food being served. The Food Standards Agency has said school meals are more important than ever as families struggle with the rising cost of living. We can talk to Stephanie Slater, the founder and chief executive of School Food Matters. It's a charity that campaigns for food education and universal free school meals. Welcome. You've been campaigning for school meals to be properly nutritious for a long time now. How would you say they are now? How much have they changed?
Well, in the last 15 years since School Food Matters came to be, we've seen massive improvements. So you'll know that in 2013, the School Food Plan was published with ideas about how to make sure that that meal at lunchtime met the nutrition needs of children. So that came with the School Food Standards, which became mandatory in January 2015. So I'm really pleased to see that the FSA's work in this area is beginning to roll out.
And how important is it that kids get a good, nutritious meal at school at lunchtime?
Well, now more than ever, in the context of a cost of living crisis, we often describe school meals as a nutritional safety net. And we say that because we know a lot of children only have one hot meal a day, and that's their school meal. Now, the problem we have right now is that earlier research this year showed that 1 in 3 of school children living in poverty aren't eligible for a free school meal. So that means that we have possibly 800,000 children missing out on good nutrition. Now, if you put that within the context of cost of living crisis, with food prices going through the roof, it's never been more important that we provide good nutrition within the school day. One of the recommendations from the National Food Strategy was that we extend eligibility to all families who are in receipt of universal credit. So that in one step would sweep up some of those children that are missing out. But we also have to bear in mind that in England, we're lagging behind the home nation. So we know that Scotland and Wales are looking at universal provision. So they're beginning to roll out free school meals for every child. In Northern Ireland, the threshold for eligibility is double England. So we are lagging behind in England, and we want to make sure that every child has access to good nutrition at school, because that does have an impact on their learning. The other difficulty with children not accessing a free school meal is that their parents who can't afford to pay are sending in packed lunches. Now, that becomes very stigmatizing for some of the children who are coming to school with a packed lunch. We're hearing reports of children turning away from their peers because they don't want to show what's in their lunchbox. And this is really not the way for children to sit together at lunchtime. We want it to be an experience that supports good health and a good social experience for children. If we've got a two-tiered system in schools, it doesn't make sense, and it can't be good for children's self-esteem.
Is a packed lunch necessarily cheaper than a school meal?
Well, interestingly, the University of Leeds did a study several years ago showing that the packed lunches that they looked at, only 1% met nutrition standards. It's very difficult to put together a packed lunch that meets the standards of a school meal. Your question about whether or not it's cheaper, I would challenge that. I think possibly the best value you can get for a school lunch is that free school meal, but we just need to make sure that more children can access it.
Stephanie Slater, thank you.